So let's just take a little step back for a second. We're going to move away from the serious questions, the questions that are clearly making Richard anxious, and let's move into Tim's three tips, the section of the show that where we discuss a home takeaway that you can use in your own life. So, Richard, you're clearly a man of the military. You've done this for a fair few years. There must be some little tidbits you can offer to the listeners that have rubbed off in your time for how to keep a routine or be more organized. In their daily lives. So, if you could give us three bits of advice to bring a little bit more law and order to the listeners' everyday life.
A bit of law and order. Yeah, I was thinking about this when you mentioned this at the start of this. So what would I say? So my life lesson is something which I think a life lesson, and it probably works well for the military to civilian. Never volunteer for anything. That's certainly my my number one tip that I've learned over the years, and even carried on to civilian streets. Organization, I certainly as a young man was incredibly organized. It does help massively throughout life, I think, to be organized. Comparison, I hope my wife's not listening to what we're talking about at the moment. I actually am a bit of a, I love doing paperwork and things. I'm incredibly organized when it comes to paperwork. My other half is incredibly not organized. So luckily it's a relationship that works well. But I have found it does make life go so much better. And I think what I've learned most about my time, both in the army and civilian street, is never take things too seriously. And whatever happens, there will be at some stage light at the end of the tunnel. Is that all right for you, Tim?
Yeah, I think they're very good and wise words to live by, and yeah, definitely the don't volunteer one is one I've fallen foul of. It's a piece of advice my dad gave me when I was younger. I never listened to him because it's my dad and I didn't want to, but I've learned that the hard way that make sure you get voluntold and not volunteer.